God. So apparently, like, because I know, like, obviously, like, Amy was never a very liked character, but, like, apparently, like, even from the beginning, was it, I think it was the first game she showed up in, didn't they mistype her name in as Sally from the cartoon show in the guidebook?
Oh, yeah, and something, yeah.
So it's like it's like the fans were out to get it from the get-go.
I don't know,
because I think that originally, like, at least one of the original games was supposed to be closer tied into the show, but then something happened differently. I'm not sure. Because I know that the show was, like, well, okay, I gotta clarify which show. I'm talking specifically about Sat AM, not The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. But I think, because that show got canceled because, a different network just bought out the whole studio, and they just decided, oh, no one's watching this show, despite the fact that they all are, and they just canceled, like, pretty much everything on the air and just decided we'll just go fresh on everything. But in general, I mean, you usually advocate stronger for Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, right? For the cartoony one. Which do you prefer?
They're both different things.
They're apples and oranges,
like,
I understand, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I think that I don't know, it's, okay, it's just, people, it's not that I advocate one more, because I will say the other one is technically a better show. I just think people give way too much crap to the other one.
Yeah, like, it's
kid, well, yeah, but...
Like, compared to the stuff that we watch on, you know...
That really annoys me.
Like, compared to the kind of shows we watch on, like, Saturday Morning Fever, you know, harmless, shameless self-plug, but, like, compared to those shows, it's actually pretty good. Like, it's not anywhere near, like, those levels of bad.
Yeah, it's just... People like the mess, and people like the...
People like to complain about old stuff that's too cheesy.
Yeah, they do it for the wrong reasons. So, yes, I defended it a bit more, but not... I'm not saying it's, like, better.
No, I mean, to be fair, like, when it came out, like, Sat AM really actually was, like, definitely, like, when it came to, like, the few and far between, like, actual, like, you know, like, kids' dramas we had, you know, back then, like, it was probably one of the better ones.
These things are always weird.
Ah!
Oh, okay. Okay, we're done with that.
Hey! So which level was this made after?
This is, Angel Island.
Alright, because I know is that the first world, or was this farther in the game?
No, this was later.
Okay.
Yeah, this is near the end of Sonic 3.
Yeah, I mean...
No, sorry. Sonic and Knuckles.
Right. I mean, of the three, three's probably the game I've played the least, so that's why I asked, but...
Derp. Yeah, and then, but they also added, like... I like because they kind of add elements from, what's the other level? I forget the name, because I'm scrub. Anyway, but like with the spinning platforms, that's from one of the Sonic 3 levels. Yeah. I get it. Anyway, I don't know. This level's fine. Not the level I would have picked, but it works.
It's a little slower paced than the ones we've had so far. Which one of you would have picked with Sonic 3?
Between Knuckles. Trying to think which would be the best one.
Alright.
Oh, okay. I kind of like to see Sandopolis because, like, I would like to see the ghost mechanic come back. 'Cause that was always really cool. In the second level, like, you had to use lights to keep the ghosts would disappear. You could not kill them.
Right.
You could dash and disappear them when they were small for the thing, or when they're other thing. But whee!
Very well done.
Fucking air. I think I would have loved to see what they could have done with that, just as a mechanic. Well, the level isn't like using
Oh, S rank, nice.
or lava. Yeah, lava reef would have been cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ice cap would have been either way. But it works. Sky Sanctuary, not Angel. Derp, derp, derp.
Derp, derp, derp.
Whatever.
Alright. Well, it happens.
It's Nanny, that's not like... It's the part that goes to Angel Land. Angel Land is where the Master Emerald is. This is the part that takes you to... Oh man, look at the sick combos!
Sick combo, man! So, so I want to bring this up, because we're starting to have this debate a little bit earlier. So, there's a lot that can be said about what people debate is potentially the best Sonic game of all time. But, surprisingly, there's just as much competition between people on what could potentially be the worst Sonic game of all time. So, hear me out, usually, as far as most people I've heard try to make these arguments, if you're talking just, traditional main release Sonic games and not any of the spin-off stuff, then the two games that usually get brought up are Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic 2006, or the Nintendo Wii exclusive Sonic and the Black Knight. Now, I'm gonna let you make your case for Sonic 06 first, if you'd like.
06 is just not a good game. It is just not a functional game. You will just fall through the floors at points, stuff explodes at random, it doesn't work sometimes. Most of the times. It just doesn't function as a game. So as a game, it is worse. The storyline has no consequence, is just all over the point, and is just messed up. It is just full of glitches. It is just bad on every level. Like, there's parts in the game where it's just like they screw up line and they just didn't care. Like, you can hear them just like add to the parts of the thing, and they just didn't care because they just needed to get it out.
Right.
It is just broken and wrong.
Ah, first death.
You died.
Death count 1.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying Black Knight was good, but it's a game.
Fair enough.
It functions, you can play it. You could barely play 06.
Alright, so my argument with Sonic and the Black Knight is, okay, if we're being honest with ourselves, neither of us are showing off great games here. Like, we can agree on that. But the thing for me is that, although the design of Sonic 06 is really bad, a great deal of the problems are still with construction for the most part. It's because it's extremely glitchy, because large chunks of it just aren't done, that kind of thing. And the thing that screams to me is how much the game could technically, still work. Like, imagine if that game came out on PC, there probably would have been some guy who would have, modded the thing, and at least maybe gotten the thing I know, I look ridiculous. At least maybe gotten the thing remotely functional, if they would have fixed that kind of stuff. If you would have fixed, the glitchier aspects, which probably could have been done at that case, you would have still been left with probably a mediocre game. I'd argue that Sonic and the Black Knight is so much worse because it's not buggy, because it's not glitchy. It's just that the core game itself is just that bad. That the game on a design level is so horrendous that it feels just as bad without the glitches. That like, when the game is like going horrible, and you're like, this is not fun at all, this can't be the way the game is supposed to work. But then you're like, no, this is actually exactly how this game is supposed to work. The storyline is just as bad, and the level designs are literally straight lines. Like, every level is like the same thing, railed straight lines, and like, you can literally finish levels just randomly wagging the controller and holding forward, and just technically win on almost every level of the game, because the game plays itself.
Okay. Fair enough. Good points. Okay, taking the technical side away, which you shouldn't because it's a game and gameplay is part of the thing.
My point is saying that, like, in a PC world, Sonic 06 is not beyond repair, but there's no saving.
But even
Black
that,
Knight.
there's no point.
Right.
But anyway, bye guys. Okay, let's say that. Let's say that they do that and that's it. It's still a point where there's no point to it in a game that you have to play the same very few levels 3 times over with minor differences. That is the thing. There's only, I don't remember how many exactly levels, but
yeah, well, I mean,
oh, do we have to do like challenges?
Yeah, we gotta do the challenge modes now.
Okay.
Or you can do casino nights if you want.
No, let's just unlock more. How many do we have to unlock?
I think you need to unlock 3 to get a key. Or 1 to... You get 1 per key? 1 key per? I don't remember. I don't know. So, Sonic 06 or Sonic of the Black Knight. You decide! I don't know.